Okay, welcome back to the channel. It's the GenX Trader here. It is Tuesday, 16 September. And for my review today, I kind of need to go over some changes that I'm making to my strategy. I had two red days yesterday and today and this morning. And then last week, I had a 16% loss on Thursday. So I took a no trade day on Friday, and I actually kind of basically wrote my entire trading master plan out. Most of it was in my head. Um, so I took it Friday during the trading session. I was at the desk. I didn't trade, but I was working, just kind of doing some research and taking notes and writing an outline for this trading strategy master plan that I came up with, just piecing things together from stuff that I had heard previously, and basically worked on it all weekend. And then I printed it out and put it in my playbook. So basically, the rough outline is I have some pre market open affirmations, just things that help me with my confidence or encourage me for the day, just habits that I need to tell myself. Um, and then let's see, I think there's 6 to 8 pages here. The second page is my social media strategy. Um, Third page is my trading session strategy. So each day when I'm sitting at the desk, um, the fourth page here is the optimal strategy for taking a setup, which is what caused me to take a 16% loss on Thursday of last week. So this is pretty in depth. It's basically the checklist that I would have in my head before I click buy. And, it kind of includes my initial setup, what I'm looking for, and just little things in indicators and stuff like that that I would do in my head. But I just wrote all that stuff down. There's like 20 lines there. Um, and the fifth page is the 5 pillars of stock selection, which is Ross Cameron's strategy, which I've been using. Um, and I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. It's basically the strategy he uses, but just kind of a little bit more tailored to me. And then I also have a capital preservation strategy, which is risk management to control losses. I also have a trading session mistakes strategy. So if I make a grave error, something big happens, I make a bad mistake during the trading session, there's a few things that I can do. Last week when I lost that 16%, I was like thinking to myself, do I keep trading? Or, I just felt like I got punched in the gut. So I didn't know what to do at the time. So I wrote a few things down on what I can do if I make another mistake like that. I have a daily routine that I wrote down, times, and there's some diet stuff in there, some things I've been trying to do to eat better and sleep and things like that. Getting better sleep is one of the main things. And then, so then the last page, which is what I've been taking notes on today, is my drawdown after a loss strategy. Um, so, like I say, yes, Monday and today I had two red days. I hit my max loss this morning. So I stopped trading. I think it was like half an hour after pre-market open. So that didn't feel too good, but that was one of my rules to begin with. So I stopped trading at that time. Um, so let's kind of go through my notes here on this drawdown after loss strategy. So the strategy activates automatically, technically manually, after 2 consecutive losing days, um, as defined in the capital preservation strategy, which I noted previously. Any day where net losses occur, regardless of size. In this case, it was I hit my max loss. The purpose is to enforce discipline, minimize further capital erosion, refocus on fundamentals, and promote learning through structured reflection. It emphasizes reduced exposure, deliberate practice, and mental reset to break negative cycles. And for me, when I have a couple of days in the red, it really bothers me. And so this, one thing is just having the routine, but also some parameters that help me get out of that negative mindset. Um, Exiting the drawdown um, only after 2 consecutive green days, and that's probably actually going to be 3 consecutive green days, or full recovery of the drawdown losses, whichever comes first. And then I can revert to my standard strategies. I can't really see any way if I'm in a drawdown, fully recovering the drawdown losses. I think today's losses were 6%, but because I'm restricting my risk so much during the drawdown, it would be really difficult to make a full recovery. So, and I'll talk about that here in just a minute. Um, Immediate activation steps. So pause trading. I did that this morning. I hit my max loss and I stopped trading. Stopped trading for the remainder of the current day, which is what I had done. Use the time for initial review. Um, I was mentally, bummed out, so I didn't do review this morning. But that's what that time is designed for. Capital reduction. So starting tomorrow, I'm reducing my available trading capital in my account by 50%. Position sizing limits. My max share size will be 10 tomorrow. Kind of going back to where I was a couple months ago. And I'm also reducing my risk from 2% to 1%. Um, let's see. So trade frequency caps a minimum 1 trade per day. I'm probably not going to do 1 trade per day. That's too restrictive. Um, yeah, I'll get frustrated. Uh, so by reducing my risk and max shares, I think that's sufficient. Only looking for A+ setups, which I already do that. Going through the 5 pillars of stock selection and some other notes that I had made. Pre-trade reinforcements. So before any trade, um, review my affirmations and also look at my checklist. Let's see, and then daily routine adjustments during this drawdown period. Normally, is what I do is I have my phone set with alarms. So every 30 minutes, 15 minutes after the hour and 15 minutes before the hour, uh, I have an alarm that reminds me to breathe. I have to get off the desk for at least 1 minute, walk around, get my blood flowing, grab a coffee or whatever. Um, and that's just a reminder to help me be present so that I'm not like stuck staring at the screen. Uh, and so there's also a psychology check. I'm probably not going to be too in depth with this. Just I started thinking about some things I had heard previously. Um, it's too in depth for a trading session to kind of do any of that. So it takes probably 10 or 15 minutes, and I can't do that every half hour. So I'll probably scrap that. But no multitasking. So no social media, no looking at the news or any other, external distractions like TV or whatever, which I pretty much do that already. I stay away from that stuff. Although I should say that Discord, there's a couple Discord channels that I'm in that I kind of check on from time to time. So I'm going to have to curtail that. And then a journaling mandate. So I do journal during my trading session, but it has been more of a general um, journaling, just kind of what I'm, the trading session and kind of just notes that I take as I'm trading. Um, but I do need to start journaling in during the drawdown for each trade that I'm taking, and I need to be detailed about what I'm thinking, feeling, my emotional state. Am I sticking to my strategies? Um, so that I can go back and review them in detail. So the review and learning protocol, while I'm in that drawdown trading session, um, I'm going to have an immediate post loss review. So if I take a trade and it's a red trade, I got to print out the chart, put indicators on it, and mark it up. Basically grade myself. Um, Take a break off the desk with the chart. So take the break, then do the chart study, and see if I can identify the root cause of the red trade that I had just made, which means I can't take any other trades while I'm doing that review. Um, Comprehensive drawdown review. This is just a chart study. I'm not going to do any of that demo account stuff. A lot of this can be time consuming. So some of the notes that I wrote, there might be good ideas, but like during the trading session, they won't work. And then in the evening, I'm kind of have limited time. I probably have about 2 hours to kind of do stuff in the evening for chart review and all that. But going back to a demo with a paper trading account and reviewing losing trades, it can be really time consuming. But I can probably do that on the weekend. We'll see. And then a weekly reflection session. So on the weekends, I'll have to get my journal out and just take an extended period of time where I'm just reflecting on the entire week and journaling during that time. I do have some escalation rules. So if I continue to go through more red days, which I probably won't implement this yet. I was just thinking if I had 2 or more losing days consecutively, again, to reduce my capital by 25%, limit shares to 5. Yeah, that's pretty restrictive. So we'll see. I probably won't do that initially. Let's see, profit management and drawdowns. So I have some goals, and those goals include larger capital than what I have right now. So I'm not going to include that stuff. Um, and then I also took some notes about gradually ramping back to um, trading outside of the drawdown. So I don't know if I'm going to do it this way. Kind of maybe going from 50% to 75% and then 100%. Um, we'll see. I kind of need to think through it, but for now, I'm cutting it to 50%, and then I need 3 consecutive green days, or if I make all the money back during the drawdown that I had lost this morning. And also doing a post-exit review. So at the end of the day, at the end of the trading session, I do have to do some more journaling. So I'm going to be doing a lot of journaling, probably twice as much that I have been doing currently. But just trying to integrate what I'm doing currently with my trading strategy, but just because I'm in the drawdown, what the rules of the drawdown are to help me get back to some confidence and some green days. Psychology check. I don't think I'm going to do any of this. This is pretty detailed and time consuming. Yeah. So basically, this is like a self-inflicted drawdown that I'm putting myself in so that I don't continue to have red days and degrade my performance. Not that my performance is fantastic or anything, but so starting tomorrow, that's the deal for me. Just some new guidelines to help me get back on my feet. And so anyway, I hope that was informative. This is just reinforcement for me, my drawdown after loss strategy. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.